Like I said, I'm not using the correct theme here, so I'm going to go back to my dashboard. And now I'm going to start working on the appearance themes. So what I got to do here, I've got to go take a screenshot again. Oh, goodness. Screenshot fell off. Take it, oops, I gotta do this, go to themes, take a screenshot again, and now point people to the right thing here where I say, using the wrong color, let's make that red again, click themes, let's give that a background color so that it shows up nicely. There we go, hit done. Now I'm going to go to appearance, click themes, and I'm trying to remember which one I used. I went to view all free, and I scrolled until I found one that I thought would work, and the one that I chose was fewer. So I'm going to do a little bit of work up here, and I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to say in here, I'm going to put edit, draw myself an arrow, and say select free. Again, throwing a background color on that text box so that it shows up, and then I'm going to say I chose this theme. This one right here, saying I selected this theme, and hit done, and then I'm going to select that theme, and then you might put some screen capture here where you could say for paid options, let's do this as text here. I'm going to add a little text on the screen. And so why am I putting all this text on the screen? Simple, because it helps me remember what it is I need to say. Let's change the text color to, actually we'll put a background color on this and say you want to customize your theme on this screen. And then I'm going to draw my arrow. And I'm going to say my arrow must say let's move this right here. Once done, click activate. And let's change the shape of this arrow a touch. Yeah, like that. And then I hit done. Okay, so at this point, I've collected my my videos, or my screenshots. All right, now that I've collected my screenshots, I'm going to activate this theme. And now I come back over to pages. I'm going to add one more page. And I'm going to call this a new page called Add Page. I'm going to call it How to guide. All right. And here's the thing I want you to do. I want you to save it as a draft. Okay. This part I'm not going to screen capture. Well, you know what? I will. I'm going to say, do this right here, and I'm going to say, once I do this on this page, and this is going to have a little bit of extra text on it. Let me draw my arrow. For pages you are still working on, save them as a draft. Revisit these pages as you can to finish them and continue work on them. All right, so now I've got a little bit of how-to guide there, and that way you use that and you know that my how-to guide is going to be saved as a draft. So I hit done and then I hit save. Of course, it's already saved. And then I go back and go look at my how-to guide. Remember, I'm going to edit. So actually, let me go back here, and I'm going to do this. From here, I'm going to show you a different way to work on that order. So you will see it. New line. So do it from here. Click edit. So I'm going to do this. Click edit. Hit done. So now I go in and click edit. So now I'm in my draft page. Over here, I'm going to start over here. Actually, I need to do pages, template pages, parent, and then I go to here. And where's order? There's a way to do order from over here. Plugins, visual code, visual editor, preferences. Might actually be page order, yeah. So I'm going to do this and go, well, capture this screen right here. Let's bring this one back over into view. And I'm going to draw my lines where I do this. And I go line. So this little stacked dot is sometimes called a meatball menu, or it's called a kebab menu because it looks like a stack of like meatballs or pieces of chicken on a skewer. Then click order. So I'm just gonna, whoops. Click order, because we're gonna change the order of this page the way it sits in the menu the same way we would in all other pages. And I'm actually going to do something different here, so I'm going to hit done. Hit done. I'm actually going to change the name of this page to management, and I just call it MGMT. It's going to be a draft page, again saving, and I'm going to click order, and I'm going to make this one order 1000 so that it stays all the way at the very end. Okay, now I hit go back here, and I'm going to create one more new page, add a page. So this is what you should be doing. Create a page called management, and then create another page called how to guide. You could have just created another page called management and then set that page under it. Guide spells with a G. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to call this page parent. And I'm going to do this right here. So it should allow me to set a page as the parent. Yeah. Let's go back. Let's take a look. Leave page. Yeah, I'm supposed to be able to add a subpage. That way I can. Let's try it again. Let's call it how to guide. Go to parent. I should be able to make it. Choose a parent page. I don't know why it's not allowing me to set a. You know what? Here's what I'll do. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to go to edit and I'm going to publish my management page. Yeah, publish. That way it's an actual page. So this is kind of I think this trick will work. Hit add page and I'm going to call it how to guide. And I'm going to create its parent page as management and hit save draft. Now its parent is management. Now if I go back here, you should see management how to guide. Now I'm going to come back and gotta duplicate. I want its publish. Go back in and edit the publishing. Instead of calling it published, I want it to be a draft. And hit save. Now watch this. I come back here and I should have the parent pages as a draft and how to guide, which is a draft. Now I'm going to come into how to guide. This is where we're going to pick back up in the next video. I know this was a long video, but kind of bear with me. All right, see you in the next video.